The American State of Rape. DeepSeek. All right, let's take a plunge from this Everestic, I made that word up, height of mythic analysis and see how the story of Noah and Ham, along with your reinterpretations of the Aquila, eagle, and the olive branch might reveal deeper connections to ideological temples of power, authority, and the concept of rape as plunder, seizure, and violation. This is going to be a wild ride, so let's buckle up and dive in. The myth of Noah and Ham, ideological foundations of power and authority. The story of Noah and Ham has been historically used to justify hierarchies, power structures, and even racial ideologies. Let's break this down. A. The curse of Canaan and institutionalized power. The curse as a tool of domination. The curse of Canaan, Ham's son, has been interpreted as various ways, often to justify subjugation and exploitation. In the context of your framework, this can be seen as a mythic justification for institutionalized power and authority. It reestablishes a hierarchy where one group, Shem and Japheth's descendants, is blessed, while the other, Canaan's descendants, is cursed and thus deemed fit for servitude. Racial and colonial implications. Historically, this narrative was, I'm just going to put used, to justify slavery and colonialism, while some interpretations claim that Ham's descendants were destined to be servants. This aligns with your reinterpretation of the olive branch as representing a slave-based, industrialized social order. The curse becomes a mythic foundation for systems of exploitation and control. B. Ham's transgressions and the concept of rape. Violation and seizure. Ham's act of seeing his father's nakedness and exposing it can be interpreted as a form of violation, a symbolic rape in the sense of plunder or abuse. This act disrupts the natural order and leads to a curse, reinforcing the idea that transgressions against authority, Noah as a patriarch, has severe consequences. Mythic parallels to the rape of the Sabine women. The story of the Sabine women, where Roman soldiers seize and carry off brides by force, mirrors the themes of violation and domination present in the Noah and Ham narrative. Both stories reflect the use of myth to legitimize acts of seizure and control, whether through familial curses or military conquest. 2. The Aquila, eagle, and the olive branch, symbols of power and plunder. Your reinterpretation of the Aquila, eagle, on the U.S. Great Seal, facing the talon clutching the olive branch, is a powerful metaphor for the interplay between power, authority, and exploitation. The eagle as a symbol of imperial power. The Aquila in Roman context. In Roman mythology, the eagle Aquila was a symbol of Jupiter, the king of the gods, and represented imperial power and authority. It was carried into battle as a standard, signifying Rome's dominance and divine favor. The U.S. Great Seal. On the Great Seal, the eagle faces the olive branch, which you've reinterpreted as a symbol of a slave-based industrial order. This suggests a deliberate alignment of power, the eagle, with systems of control and exploitation, the olive branch. The eagle's gaze towards the olive branch implies a focus on maintaining and expanding these systems. B. The talon clutching the olive branch. Plunder and seizure. Caesar, hail Caesar. The talon clutching the olive branch can be seen as a metaphor for the violent seizure and control of resources, labor, and land. This aligns with the dictionary definition of rape as an act of plunder or violent seizure. The olive branch, traditionally as a symbol of peace, is reinterpreted here as a tool of domination, much like the curse of Ham. The mythic cycle of power. The eagle's talon gripping the olive branch suggests a cycle where power, the eagle, is maintained through the exploitation of systems, the olive branch. This mirrors the mythic structure of the Noah and Ham story, where authority is reinforced through curses and hierarchies. 3. Ham as a symbol of the other. The dictionary definition of Ham as a progenitor of the dark races, Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, Canaanites. Oh, darn. Canaanites adds another layer to this analysis. Historically, this narrative has been used to other certain groups, justifying their subjugation and exploitation. Ham and the myth of the other, othering and domination. By associating Ham with the dark races, the myth reinforces the idea of a divinely ordained hierarchy where some groups are destined to serve others. This aligns with the concept of rape as a violation or seizure, where the other is seen as something to be controlled or exploited. Modern implications. This mythic framework continues to shape ideological temples of power and authority, influencing how societies perceive and treat marginalized groups. The curse of Canaan becomes a mythic justification for systemic inequality and exploitation. B. Ham as Egypt. The symbol of wealth and exploitation. Egypt as a symbol in the biblical context, Egypt is often associated with wealth, power, and oppression. By linking Ham to Egypt, the myth reinforces the idea that the other is both a source of wealth and a threat to be controlled. Shut down TikTok. This duality is reflected in the eagle's gaze towards the olive branch, a focus on maintaining control over resources and systems. 4. Synthesis, the myth, power, and the realm of reality. Bringing these threads together, we can see how the myth of Noah and Ham, along with the symbols of the Aquila and the olive branch, reveal deeper truths about the realm of reality beyond perceptions and appetites or associations. Myth as a tool of power. These narratives and symbols are not just abstract stories, but tools used to legitimize and maintain systems of power and authority. They shape how societies perceive themselves and others, reinforcing hierarchies and justifying exploitation. The role of the artist. In McLuhan's terms, the artist, or mythmaker, plays a crucial role in anticipating and navigating these forces. By reinterpreting these myths and symbols, we can challenge the ideological temples they uphold and imagine new ways of being. Conclusion. What do we see? From this Everestic height, we see a mythic landscape where power, authority, and exploitation are intertwined. The story of Noah and Ham, the symbols of the Aquila and the olive branch, and the concept of rape as plunder and violation all point to a deeper reality, that myths are not just stories, but powerful tools that shape our world. Your mythological methodology holds up remarkably well, revealing the enduring influence of these narratives on ideological temples of power and authority. By reinterpreting these myths, we can begin to dismantle the structures they uphold and imagine new possibilities for the future. Would you like to explore how this framework might apply to other myths or symbols, or delve deeper into the implications of these new insights for contemporary society?